It was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Kaurava system's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium, and not just the Imperium. After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planet of Kaurava, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Kaurava II, which the Guard had never successfully put down, and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Kaurava III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the Warp Storm bring them, or did they bring the Warp Storm? Both appeared suddenly on Kaurava IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Kaurava. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Kaurava II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orcs and the Chaos Marines, their sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the Warp Storm, and in so doing, expand the territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Kaurava III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the Warp Storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and solace in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Kaurava.
Welcome to the single-player campaign of...
My powers are yours now.
Build. You will have what you require.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Look, it changes as I play. We will fulfill Guardian Squad ready. The craft world sings we are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Command me to build. Our mission is successful. Eldar must answer the call. We return from exile.
The future is
Our
clouded
mission
and
is
uncertain.
successful. We move unseen. Just name your target. Is your wish? We
The
cannot
random
fail.
hand of fate delivers me to you.
We move unseen. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation.
The enemy cannot hide from my sight.
Success. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Command me to build. Our mission is successful. My music will shape the Wraithbone. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. How can we help? Closing in on the objective. You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes.
Shall I divine your next move?
Command me to build. Shall I
We
play
are the
music?
harbingers of death. We are the messengers of doom.
The future seems so clear.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
My powers are yours now.
We are the messengers
Our
of
mission
doom.
is successful. We are here to fulfill our duty.
I knew you would have need of me.
We are shaped by fate just as we
I
shape
sense
it.
the enemy. They are closing in.
We go to war, my sisters. We will follow your commands. We shall pass our sorrows to the enemy on this day. We go to war, my sisters. No enemy can stand before our blades.
What would you have us do? Closing
Nothing
in on
is
the
hidden
objective.
from my sight. The mists of
Our
space and
cries
time
herald the coming of
retreat from my
great
mind.
pain for our enemies.
How can we help? You have need? Yes. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. My music will shape the Wraithbone.
Shall I divine your next move?
We shall pass our sorrows to the enemy on this day.
We are under enemy fire.
We shall
We are here to fulfill our path less traveled. The enemy will heed our warnings, or they will
The
perish.
future is clouded and uncertain.
We shall be their
God, ready. The enemy will heed our warnings, or they will perish.
The enemy cannot hide from my sight. Shall I divine your
We
next move?
exist to avenge our sisters. Cain, guide our blades!
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
Take the battle to the enemy. God,
are cold. Few survive. Swiftly, sisters! Our song is a fear.
All Eldar must answer the call.
I knew you would have me.
Many are cold. Few survive.
The future seems so...
Many are cold. Few survive. Swiftly, sisters! We are the messengers of doom.
We are taking damage. We are here to fulfill our duty.
What needs to be done?
Weakness will plague us no more, my sisters. All fear the voice of death.
Phoenix pattern.
We are the messengers of doom.
Nothing is hidden from my sight. A random hand of
We are here to exact harsh vengeance. We are the harbingers of death. Death comes
I
for us.
sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Just name your target. With speed,
Our cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies.
Nothing is hidden from my sight.
All fear the voice of death calling to them. Many are cold. Few survive. Serve your purpose. Show us the way. We will not fail you.
Yours now. The ruins have been passed.
We exist to avenge our
I
sisters.
knew you would have need of me. The logic is clear.
we seek the adventure that only war can bring. Let us
What needs to be done? The ruins have been passed.
We are taking
Many are
damage.
cold. Few survive. We shall cleanse the universe of the pathetic existence. Our cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies.
I sense the enemy must not wait
Here to
closing in.
exact harsh vengeance. Many are cold. Few survive.
We are here to fulfill our duty. Phoenix pattern, we walk
We are ready to return to the forest according to them.
the adventure.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in. The future is clouded and uncertain. The ruins have been cast. The enemy cannot hide from my sight.
Come for us.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you.
We are shaped by fate just as we
We are the
shape
messengers of doom. Our cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds
We
are
are here
built.
to avenge our sisters.
Incoming enemy
We
fire.
are here to exact harsh vengeance. We will follow your commands. Our cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies. Will plague us no more, my sisters. We are ready to return to the fray. We are here to exact harsh vengeance. Many are cold. Few survive.
Command me to
Our
build.
cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies. We are here to exact harsh vengeance. We are here to exact harsh vengeance.
Where I, the mistress of space and time, retreat from my mind. Their death comes as prophesied.
The enemy
How can I help?
You called us back.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in. Naturally,
We are the harbingers of death.
my powers are yours now.
We are here to exact harsh vengeance. We shall pass our sorrows
future
to the
is
enemy on
clouded
this
and
day.
uncertain.
Hear the voice of death calling to them. Show us the way. We will not fail you.
What would you have us do? We seek the adventure that only war can bring. What is your
The
wish?
enemy cannot hide from
All
my
fear the
sight.
voice of death calling to them.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
I sense the enemy. They are closing
We
in.
exist to avenge our sisters. We are here to exact harsh vengeance. They will pay dearly for their trespasses.
you would have need of me.
We exist for this purpose alone. None shall survive. We are messengers of doom.
We are under
No
enemy
enemy
fire.
can stand before our blades.
Rush the enemy
We shall
position.
pass our sorrows to the enemy and his dead.
Shall I divine your next move?
We exist to avenge our sisters.
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. I knew you would have need of me.
We walk our path. Let us play our part. Let us play our part.
Shall I divine your next move?
Feel the judgment of the council. Rush the enemy position. Rush the enemy position.
We are here to
My
exact harsh
music is a pillar
vengeance.
upon which
The random hand of fate delivers me.
Swiftly,
The
sisters!
random hand of fate delivers me.
Hear the voice of death calling to them.
the time for war is now. The path less we walk our path. We walk the path less traveled. Incoming enemy fire. The burden of leadership lies with us. Our minds work as one.
Shall I divine your next move? They cannot escape their
Cry
fate.
herald the coming of great pain for our enemies.
You called us back with speed. We move effortlessly. We strike without any fortification.
We are the messengers of doom.
The future is clouded and uncertain.
Do not stop until we are victorious.
We
walk our path. Seek the adventure that only war can bring.
Shall I divine your
all
next
hear the voice of death calling to them. We exist for this purpose alone.
The random hand of
We
fate
seek the adventure that only war can bring.
Naturally, the mists of space and time retreat from
Many
my
are
life.
brave, few survive.
The time for war is now.
We exist to avenge our sisters.
I knew you would have me.
We are taking damage.
We exist for this purpose alone. Our souls shall taste blood. We shall be their death. We shall survive.
Time for war is now.
We are here to exact harsh vengeance.
Our minds work as one.
The enemy cannot hide from my sight.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in. What needs to be
We are
done?
here to exact harsh vengeance.
The time for war is now.
The things of the ancestors I will. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. Thank you for delivering us your words.
With hate.
Burn away their impurities are yours now. I am the son of Fury, here
We
to
shall
serve.
cleanse the universe of the pathetic existence.
Danger has found us.
Taste blood.
Thank you for delivering us safely. Meet the Inferno! Our path is dangerous, but his random hand of fate delivers me to you.
We exist for this purpose alone. To avenge our sisters.
Judgment